Good morning. I'm making a new video today because someone asked if it's possible I can go ahead and show the actual irrigation system and its works. So here goes. So my first zone is the garden hoses. Comes through and I have plenty of good flow from the hose. So if I needed to wash something off, as you can see, just by thumb pressure, I've got a good 20 plus feet of distance if I needed to hose something off. Second one is starting with the first sprinkler head rotor next to the dock. And as you can see, that's shooting out the better of 20-25 feet. And that one is going to rotate from the full bulkhead left around all the way to the full bulkhead right from the house. Plenty of distance, plenty of height. The second rotor I have in the middle of the yard. As you can see, that one's spraying all the way up to the concrete patio. That will spin around and it will catch all the rest of the way right up to the bulkhead and to the tree before it reverses. The third one over here is covering this part of the yard. It is tipped a little low only because I didn't want it to soak the wood pile before I get that cut and split up. But that one will rotate from this side and it will cover all the way around, overlap from that sprayer head, and get right to the edge of the concrete here, as can be seen by these watermark droppings. So the backyard is fully covered as well. On to the next zone. Third zone. This is the side of the neighbor's property that's still got construction going on. Yes, over a year later. But anyhow, first head, they are starting to prime up. Now they're up and they're covering the side of the house where the construction is going on. And they are all spread out, and you can see the water fan V shape as I have it going from the left to the right, but not all the way behind. So this way I'm going to be getting right next to the house. I have a third one, and a fourth is up by that drainage pipe that the contractors for the other house have decided to put on my property while they are in the process of doing their work. So that will be gone, but you can see the mist coming out of it. So once this is all done, at least I've already got the water already set on this side. Okay, so now I'm starting up the fourth zone, which is the left or the right side of my house as you're facing the water. And as the water is getting primed, I have the first one comes up at, yeah, there it goes. Okay, so I have the first one comes up right at the front corner of the AC unit, which will get up to about the corner of the house out on this side and then along the front. The second one that I have on the side here is right in front of the window, and this one here is going to get the overlap to the front of the air conditioning unit and additionally go over to the next. Third is in front of the window here. That's spraying out, and I am probably about 15 feet away from the wall, and I am getting wet where I am standing. So that is more than adequate coverage for what I need on the side. And on a spraying back and forth, they are also overlapping each other. And then the last one over here is to get this last corner, which is the other half of the driveway or of the concrete patio, which was spraying into the wood pile from that angle. So I have this one that's capturing the rest. So now I have the left or the right side of the house all working with 4 sprinkler heads. Okay, now I'm working on the front yard. As the water is getting primed up, you can see right over here is the sprinkler head starting to gurgle up as it's pressurizing. And as that comes up, that's going to spray approximately a 25-foot. Again, it's got to take a while for it to get primed up. Okay, so now that's coming out, clearing the front part of the yard. Behind the tree, don't want to get wet. And then you can see the other sprinklers that I have going on for the property here. So because of the trees and the positions, I'm able to work around them. And here's the second unit. And it's almost in a direct line here, so I'm able to get cross coverage left and right. And then the third one, rotor that I have, my wife wanted to make sure that I can get the plants flowered on the opposite side of the driveway without necessarily having to dig under the driveway. And as you can see, that is going all the way across the yard. And then there's a small sprinkler head on the underside. And I have this one based off of a flex hose that went around the tree that ultimately had to get cut down. So that was being blocked by the tree to get that. So I put this sprinkler head in just to get this front coverage. But as you can see, the front yard has adequate coverage once I get rid of the wood. Okay, so now I've got my front repaired, and I obviously have to adjust it from when it was originally hooked up. But now you can see the sprinkler head right out about here. That's spraying the part. The middle fountain, which would get the middle, and then at the far end of the concrete right here is the third. So that's basically going to supplement if I just needed to deal with the, when we finally get this flowered up, the front pond and flowering area. And that completes the full irrigation system for my property. Hope this helps you figure out how placement, how to allocate, how to set zones, and gives you some better insight into how some of this all ties together.